to spend the evening with his friends. See, he wanted the house to himself. And so he went into the house, opened the door, just to make sure that nobody was there. He went into all the rooms and checked. There was no one. And then he went into a tiny room and grabbed a pack of pills, headed to the kitchen, opened the shelf. There was the whiskey which belonged to his dad, took the bottle out, took a glass and poured the whiskey into it, took the pills and was about to pop the pills one by one. When suddenly there was a loud voice in the room. Sydney, what are you doing? Sydney was stunned. He didn't expect his father to be there. He spilled the whiskey all over the floor and the pills were all over the floor. And he looked at his father and said, nothing. Sydney, I didn't know you drank. What are those there? Sydney says, nothing. I thought you had gone. Well, that doesn't answer my question. What are those? Sydney says, Dad, those are sleeping pills. What? My God! Why? What's happened? Sydney says, Dad, I'm going to commit suicide. Sydney, I didn't know you were this unhappy. What's the matter with you? Dad, you can't stop me. If you stop me now, I'm going to do this later. Just leave me alone. Dad didn't know what to do. He says, Son, it's your life. You can do whatever you want to do with it. Since we're not in a much of a hurry, I think we should head out for a walk together. Sydney and his father head out for a walk. And ladies and gentlemen, this is 1934. And America was in the midst of the biggest financial crisis in the world, the Great Depression. Markets had crashed, stock prices were at an all-time low, 30 million people were out of jobs. Former executives in plush jobs were selling apples on the streets, and millionaires were committing suicide. It was a bleak economic environment. Dad and son headed out on a walk, and Dad decides to break the silence. Sydney, tell me, son, why? Sydney was in his own thoughts. He didn't know where to begin or where to end. He desperately wanted a better life. He wanted to go to college, but there was no money. He wanted to be a writer. In fact, they couldn't afford anything in life. They were steeped in such poverty that they had to think twice before buying a tomato ketchup or even a toothpaste. That was the situation at home. And he was working in a dead-end job as a delivery boy at a pharmacy. He didn't know what to do, and yet he sent short stories, number of short stories to numerous publishing houses, and yet they came back again and again and again, rejected. Sydney had it. He couldn't take it anymore. Dad decides to break the silence again when Sydney is in his own thoughts, and he says, Son, you know there's so many wonderful places in the world that you've not visited. Would you like to go? Sydney was again silent. But Dad knew how to get his son's attention. So the next thing Dad asked is, Sydney, did you say you wanted to be a writer more than anything else in the world? Son soon enough answers, but Dad, that was yesterday. But what about tomorrow, son? Sid says, there is no tomorrow, Dad. It's all over. Come on, son. You're a writer. You know it better than me. Life is like a novel. It's filled with surprises, suspense, twists, and turns. You never know what's going to happen until you turn the page. Dad had a point. Sydney couldn't ignore it. And yet, father tells, son, it's your decision to make. You can do whatever you want to do with your life. But it would sadden me if you decide to close the book too soon. I want you to look at the excitement that comes up in the next chapters of your life, the next pages that you are going to write. Sydney had his aha moment. Things began to make sense. And that night, Sydney went home with his father and he decided to postpone his suicide mission indefinitely. Do you know who I'm talking about? Anybody? Yes, I made it quite obvious, I guess. So this person turned out to be 89 years old when he died, and he penned 15 novels which went on to become bestsellers, sold 200 million copies, translated into 51 languages, and his name is on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. He's won Academy Awards for Best Screenplay and Emmy, Tony, everything. So just imagine, this life would have been snuffed out at the young age of 17 had he listened to his own mind. Earlier this month, it was Mental Health Day, and I wanted to bring this story because it's a true inspiring story of a young person who came out from his fight with suicide. And I would say, right here in this very room, there are plenty of us who've had our Sydney Sheldon moments. We also know of friends and family who have had their share of Sydney Sheldon moments. And I want them all to remember, and I want you all to remember in those times of suffocating misery. Remember the story. Remember, life is like a novel. It's filled with surprises, twists, turns. You never know what's going to happen until you turn the page.